What'd you do? Did you work all night?
Yeah. No, I sold my condo.
Well, you're living in your office?
Kind of, yeah. 14 million to go and I'm out of debt.
I didn't know we were zoned for residential.
What are you gonna do? Turf me out in the street, Adam?
Well, not just yet.
Because if it weren't for me, we'd all be tellers at Canadian Corporate Bank.
Shall we? I'll wait in the boardroom.
Do you mind?
No, come.
It's like the last day of the acts out there. There's no food, there's no ice. They keep you on the tilt-a-whirl so long you puke because there's no one in the line.
Come on, Marty. We fought off a takeover. Just because we won doesn't mean there weren't a few casualties.
Our head of finance is bankrupt. Susanna defected to Bundesbank and quit. We lost foreign exchange yesterday. And we have exactly 2 weeks before we run out of capital and close the doors.
Gosh, I'm glad we didn't lose.
We need a deal.
I'm not gonna get a deal without capital.
I hate this. We beat them.
Don't worry, we'll pull it together, Marty.
This coming from a man who lives in his office? You're about what, this far from being Jansky?
What we did must have made us a few friends.
Sally, it is much better to be respected than liked.
I'm working on recapitalization scenarios. Jack's looking for high-yield deals. What exactly are you doing, Adam?
He's spending his money.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Gardner Ross survives, and I'm not saying that's a sure bet. It's going to be because of me.
Mr. Larkin? Jack Larkin?
Yeah, that's me.
Can I help you?
In accordance with Section 267 of the Criminal Code, I'm placing you under arrest.
What for?
Assault.
Is this because I hit Kenilworth? Is that what this is?
You don't want to be saying things like that, sir. On account, it can be used against you in court. If you can't afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you.
No, this is totally unnecessary.
Place your hands behind your back, please, sir.
No handcuffs.
Officer, he's already indicated his willingness to go.
Thanks. All right, I'll be back later this morning, I guess.
Yeah, don't say anything to anyone until you talk to Kemper.
And the judge will ask, how do you like to be tried? The choices are judge or judge and jury. Could you please pay attention? Jack, my advice, decline the jury. Juries hate bankers.
It's all right. I slugged a banker.
Yes, but you failed to kill him.
Jonathan Patrick Larkin, Canada, Province of Ontario, Judicial District of York.
We have a long roster today.
Reasonable and probable grounds to believe that Jonathan Patrick Larkin, on or about the 21st day of June 1997, unlawfully did attack the person of Victor Kenilworth and did thereby commit assaults contrary to the criminal code.
I haven't seen you in this court before, Ms.
Faith Clara, Your Honor, corporate and commercial.
That's great.
Mr. Larkin will have a criminal lawyer at his trial, unless, of course, the court sees fit to dismiss these ludicrous charges.
Please, the court. The victim has not yet regained the use of his right eye.
Even a corporate lawyer must agree we can't have millionaires blinding each other in the streets. Charge stands, assault causing bodily harm.
You don't suppose it'll come out in trial I didn't hit him in the eye, do you?
Don't.
If I could have your attention, Mr. Larkin, how do you elect to be tried?
I didn't even hit him in the eye. Believe me, I know where I hit a guy.
You hit a lot of guys, do you?
Is this the only way you can think of to get back at me?
I'm going to ask you again how you elect to be tried, and then I'm going to ask you how you plead. Mr. Larkin.
My client elects trial by judge, Your Honor.
I want a jury.
My client elects trial by jury, Your Honor.
So I understand. Now, do you think we can get a plea out of him?
I'm gonna sue your whole goddamn bank.
Mr. Larkin, my patience is wearing thin. I find you in contempt of court. I'm levying a fine of $5,000.
Your Honor, my client is frustrated. He's obviously under a lot of stress.
Frustrated, I'm pissed off.
I'm pissed off! Well, I'll waive the fine in favor of 3 days incarceration and remand.
Keep talking. Maybe you'll get the death penalty, Jack.
And when you return from jail, you'll deign to enter a plea of guilty or not guilty. And if not, I'll send you back until you can recall your station as an accused criminal. Next case.
Gary Michael Pronovo, Canada Province of Ontario Judicial District of Court.
So those television ads really are true. Chairman of Canadian Corporate Bank really does care.
I'm here for the same reason you are. Provide moral support to an employee.
Look at this. Look at this.
What? That's just the contrast.
Not the monitor, you idiot. What do you... No, the bonds.
It's overheated market. Nobody cares about bonds.
Look at the Selkirk 10s.
New offering, $200 million, 9.25 coupon. Spread over 80 basis points on the Canadas,
You tempted?
930, yeah. You?
Yeah, well, who wouldn't be at first?
Right.
Right.
We sell the bonds now while the market is high, and then buy them back later to cover our position.
The Stevens Shuffle. Sell expensive things we don't own, deliver the crap that we do.
I'll start right now.
Oh, we should.
Yep. Sell now, buy back later.
We really, really should, Benny.
I'll get rid of 20 million. Watch this. Say, boy chick. Yeah. Look. Yeah, it's me.
Wait.
Whoa. Look. Have you seen the Selkirk 10s? They're hung like a horse.
No, Benny, whoa. 20 million's way too rich for our blood today. No.
Just hang on. 16. 10? Come on, 10's a lock. 4?
1. 1 lousy million, that's it.
I got 1 million.
I'm going for coffee.
Hey, don't be like that. He says single millions are for those retail market wimps.
Yeah, well, $1 million is pretty small potatoes, Ben.
Okay, look, Mart, give it to me straight, all right? Should I be shaking the bushes here?
Who is going to hire a faded old git like you? Come on.
So you'll write me a good letter of recommendation?
Absolutely, my friend. You get your mom to write me one?
Hey, babe. How'd it go?
I pissed off the judge.
Well, Kemper should take care of that.
It wasn't Kemper, it was some corporate babe.
Well, Jack's a criminal. He should have had a criminal lawyer. Not that Jack's a criminal or anything. Just, you know, just saying that, well... You know,
it wasn't her fault. Jack's got a real problem with cops and lawyers and...
Authority figures of any kind, really.
Okay, what's going on here? Why is it so quiet?
Well, cemeteries tend to be on the tranquil side. You know this is a disgusting habit you got here?
No smoking on my floor.
Sell $1 million Selkirk and we'll just feed on the fringes like the bottom-sucking scum dwellers that we are. Thank you so much. What is the point of having this Chinese wall if everyone's going to be crawling over it all the time? Well, that's my fault. I'm assuming we have one. In order to have a Chinese wall, the bankers have to be doing their thing, and we traders have to be doing our thing. But here at Gardner Ross, it seems nobody's doing nothing.
Double negative, Marty.
If you're only as good at running a bank as you are with your grammar, Professor Ross.
Have you found a replacement for Anne yet? Or a foreign exchange specialist?
You find one for Susanna? See, that's the thing with a sinking ship, isn't it? Nobody wants to give up their seat in the lifeboat, huh?
This is not a sinking ship. You have my word, all of you. Gardner Ross is not going under.
Well, there's a rousing speech, huh? I, for one, am completely convinced.
I want an FX trader in this chair tomorrow.
Canadian Corporate Bank were successfully rebuffed. The bad news, they should have just laid back and enjoyed it.
Lost 4 more people today.
Well, it saves us the pain of downsizing.
Hey, anytime you want to start pitching in.
Well, I'm not getting all tarted up just to fiddle while Rome burns.
This ambitious little merchant bank is fatally crippled.
Well, at least he isn't calling us plucky. I've come to loathe the word plucky.
And speaking of fights, Jack Larkin, head of corporate finance at Gardner Ross, beat the snot out of Vic Kenilworth. Vice President number 806
I hate
at
this show.
Cancorp.
Yeah, they
And
hate his
friends,
tie.
I don't mean cell phone tap dancing here. I mean knuckle to nose, fist.
Tell me you're having dinner with some high-powered moneybags.
Actually, it's Pauline Drury.
Oh, the spin doctor?
Well, there are people who are only what they appear to be, and others who transcend that. Pauline is one of the latter.
And I'm the former.
Good news, aging trading floor wonderkid Marty Stevens has not yet abandoned this sinking ship. The bad news, no head of research, no equity specialist, and friends, I gotta tell you, no capital. The only bright spot on the Gardner-Ross horizon is the old lion himself, Adam Cunningham, reportedly raked in a cool $12 million speculating in Cancor stock during the takeover bid.
Second thought?
Well,
His tie is charming.
This gossip has absolutely nothing to do with the transfer of capital or the transfer of risk.
Well, why don't you just go ahead and you think your macroeconomist thoughts, and I'll see what I can do about keeping this firm alive.
You know that judge today? He took quite a dislike to Jack.
Well, judges are good judges of character. That's why they're called judges.
I think this dislike was prearranged.
Oh, come on, Sally. Jack was a fool to assault Vic Kenilworth. He was also a fool to try the patience of a very busy judge.
No, Jack is where he is because he put the welfare of this firm ahead of lining his own pocket to the tune of $12 million.
Was actually 15 million. And I don't bother to co-opt anyone below the Supreme Court.
David Aston?
He was there? Oh, God. You know, my favorite thing about Jack is the way he scares the crap out of the Canadian Corporate Bank. Listen, I'm having trouble here. Can you help me?
I have to go bother my pretty little head with theoretical nonsense. Set your own stats.
Adam, you're one of these guys into old battles and stuff, right?
Well, let's say I succumbed to the first epistemological revolution, but not the second. I still read.
Okay, well, I need a really big battle. Well, the winner's up against insurmountable odds, but he does indeed win. Preferably something from the Civil War period, anything like that?
Yeah, why?
Well, I gotta hire a goddamn FX trader. There you go.
Oh.
Get a tattoo removed? Huh? Some sweet piece you change your mind about? I'm talking to you. It's a friendly question. It's a friendly question.
I'm done here.
You were disturbed by the carnality of the choreography.
Dancers crashing to the ground on every cadenza. The ballet is about defying gravity, not succumbing to it.
Oh, I see. So it wasn't all that jagged sensuality that offended you?
Soon, Pauline.
Not soon enough, from my point of view. You see, you are a star.
I am a somewhat frustrated traditionalist. I just think a year in mourning is good form.
tobacco stocks are rallying following today's state court ruling against a huge Medicaid lawsuit. According to industry sources and Bay Street analysts, major tobacco companies are considering a wide range of responses to the landslide of tobacco-related lawsuits hanging over them. Personally, I see nothing wrong with a fine cigar.
sitting in my chair.
Again, anybody got a light?
You ought to apologize.
Sorry.
Report to dining. A-block, report to dining.
You jealous of me or something? Must have got an identity crisis or something, because you keep taking my place. So now you're watching my TV.
It's your TV?
Everything in this place is mine.
very rude to me in front of everybody, Marty. Why should I come back?
Well, you haven't been in play once since you left. Let's be honest, Federated Dundas didn't hire you because they wanted you. They hired you so we couldn't have you. Now you're sitting there dying of boredom.
Gardner Ross is doomed.
That's funny, because you know that's exactly what they said about the Confederate forces at the First Battle of Bull Run on July 21st, 1861.
I happen to be an expert on the Civil War.
Is that right? See, I didn't know that. Well, then you know about the 22,000 Northern troops who massed against a ragtag regiment of hungry and exhausted Confederates until...
Thomas Jonathan Jackson.
Mm-hmm. Better known as Stonewall Jackson.
Oh, the hero of Manassas.
Go ahead, touch it. Stonewall stopped them dead, those redcoat bastards.
Union forces wore blue, Marty.
Do you know where Stonewall was born?
Somewhere in the South.
Hamilton, Mississippi. Where were you born?
Hamilton, Ontario.
See? You come back here, you got a chance to be Stonewall Toddson, okay? Confederated Dundas match that.
I'll need a huge golden handshake and a 25% raise above my current rates.
Done.
Think of it as our line of credit. Our capital's very low, and no one's willing to risk a loan.
So in layman's terms, you need a lot of money.
Yeah, about 200 million. Be very nice.
Two things you should know about the minister, Adam.
Uh-huh.
He helps those who help him, and he's an extremely pragmatic man.
In layman's terms, a politician.
Have you heard of Algonquin Air?
The dying airline under bad management that somehow miraculously persuaded your pragmatic and loyal minister to cough up $100 million in a fruitless bailout. Is that Algonquin Air?
But you bankers have a magic way of buying and selling debt, don't you?
What would the minister offer in return?
Don't be so obviously quid pro quo.
You're not giving away Jack's office.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, we'll announce it's just until he gets out of the big house.
He hasn't even entered a plea.
Exactly. And already a shadow has been cast on our probity.
Hell with your probity.
And when he is convicted of assault, the IDA will expel him. And then what? Huh? Because he can't work here. Sally, one of the most important qualities of an investment banker is the ability to prognosticate likely outcomes.
Another really good quality would be to come up with a source of capital.
I've made inquiries.
To whom?
Friends with ties in government.
A handout. It's socialist of you.
It was suggested to me that we buy the Algonquin Air debt.
The airline that the government bailed out?
Well, it was implied that if we place the debt, certain accommodations will be made.
Accommodations, implications, suggestions. Oh, you really have this thing nailed down, don't you? That debt is unplaceable. Every other bank has turned them down.
Every other bank isn't on the verge of extinction.
Oh. You think we're going down? Might as well take Algonquin Air with us?
Sally, do you know the term dark sanctuary?
The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
It's Lord Chesterfield, actually. It is a place where subtle promises are whispered in a secret language. You don't know that language, you know nothing. You understand nothing. You are groping in the dark with your foolish hands in front of your foolish face.
And I don't understand that language?
Oh, my dear. You don't even know it exists.
No, we are not underwriting that bond.
As you wish. Oh, and by the way, I'm completely open to any of the ruthless radical ideas that you might have to keep the firm alive.
Raleigh, you have a visitor.
I got nothing. Kids are eating cereal for every meal.
You look like hell.
The talks with Federated Dundas can't wait. You're gonna have to talk to them yourself.
I got the file.
That's good. Then you know everything I know.
Only I can't understand your shorthand.
Get Darby to do it then.
Well, I'm asking you for help.
Well, you're asking the wrong guy, aren't you?
Since when are you the wrong guy to talk to about recapitalization?
Look, Darby can do it, all right? Just give it to him.
I'm done here.
Can I talk to him?
Good luck.
Hi, Jack.
Hey.
So what happened to you?
Oh, I slipped in the shower.
Yeah, somebody told me that the shower is the most dangerous place in jail. Kathy says not to fight, and also...
Grant, don't look at her, all right? Just, you come in here, you gotta mind your own business. And even when you're a visitor. You're not listening to me, Grant.
So poor lady doesn't have any money.
It doesn't matter, Grant. You're not listening to me. You're gonna get me beat up again, all right? Just don't look at her. Don't look at me. Grant, listen, you're not listening to me, Grant.
Marty, I want to buy some yen. I'm back. Deal with it.
Why'd he take you back, really?
Because he's finally accepted my magnificence.
Everybody stop staring at Chris, please. He gets hives. How much you want?
50 million.
Okay, you can have 1 million.
Oh, Selkirk 10 all over again.
What did you bring me back for?
You can be magnificent tomorrow, okay? Just... So where do we stand on this? You mind if we finish this up on Sal? Okay, you know? Okay, just give me a minute. Going for a coffee.
I'll get it for you.
No, that's okay. I can use the walk.
How's Jack look?
Well, first he said he slipped in the shower, and
He was in a fight?
with the crying lady's husband.
Ugh, jeez, Jack. Man, he gets in jail and he gets all stupid.
Been in jail before?
When he was 15. He was supposed to be in there for 6 hours, but he cut up some kid who picked a fight with him in the bathroom.
Like, cut him up?
Mm-hmm. Ended up staying there for 6 months. Probably do it all over again.
Oh, hey, we gotta get him out of there.
It's the other side of the world, Grant.
No, it doesn't do any harm to talk at all. Especially if you're paying, right? Okay, yeah, all right. No, thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Geez, Benny, you follow a guy around much?
If you leave, it's over.
This is not a defensive move.
Offensive, defensive. Either way, there's blood in the water.
We're offering you first refusal on all of our deals.
What deals exactly?
A Reuben development deal. Albertan well servicing assets. Azerbaijan pipeline concessions. Skip to the F's.
Tell you what, how about that Zydex thing?
That's out of the question.
Because you've been bumped. Why don't you call me when you're a functioning investment bank?
Well, I don't think Jack would have done any better than that.
Anne?
No, Grant. You're right. Are you okay? Do you know what the date is?
No. I never know what the date is.
Oh, well, then I guess you're okay. Oh.
How much do you hate Jack?
I don't hate Jack.
Okay, well that's good then.
It's really good to see you, Grant. I've missed you.
Okay. If you don't hate Jack, will you help me break him out of jail?
Why? Because I hit him, that's why.
Not in the eye. If what your sister says is true, you were provoked.
Don't listen to my sister, I'm the client. Where's my lawyer? I thought you were getting me a real lawyer. What's going on with that?
Look, we're stuck with each other through this arraignment, okay? All you have to do is plead not guilty.
Yeah, and then you get a real trial with a real lawyer. No offense. And a new judge.
All those guys stick together.
What guys?
All those guys, all those cops and those bankers and those judges.
What's with you? You are the head of corporate finance at Gardner Ross. You.
It's not like before.
No. I made up my own mind. I'm pleading guilty.
Hi, sorry to, we, made a couple $100,000 today speculating that Selkirk bond.
Good. Good.
Well, no, because, we couldn't afford to take a position where we'd make any real money. What's worse than losing money is not having the opportunity to make any. And now Marty is going out for dinner.
Oh.
He's gonna wear his gray suit. I gave him his first job, did you know that?
No.
He nailed the interview, and he was wearing a gray suit.
Changed my mind. We need a deal, even the Algonquin Air deal.
Ah. Well, Marty's the one who's going to have to sell the damn thing, so how do we persuade him to do that?
We offer him more money and a seat on the executive committee.
Oh, my. We are breathing fire, aren't we?
Your lawyer has explained who I am.
Yeah, but you didn't tell me she was such a good-looking piece. Hey, button your rude lips.
This will go a lot faster if you at least pretend not to be an asshole. It's a straightforward deal. You see our associate through the next couple of days, and Mr. Jansky and I extend a sizable loan to your wife.
She can't pay you back no dough. She's broke.
It's a forgivable loan, which we will invest in such a way that it generates an income for your family.
How's that possible? Is she for real? Well, your boy can't handle a few days in jail?
Jack can handle himself just fine.
As a matter of fact, he can't. He tends to lose his temper. And if he kills you, he spends the rest of his life in jail, and Mr. Jansky doesn't want that to happen.
What about you?
I care a lot for Mr. Jansky.
Your boy walks out of here healthy and happy, and you take care of my wife and kids, huh?
You're about to be declared a dangerous offender. It's unlikely you'll be taking care of them.
Well, I'm flattered, Adam, but to be honest, I'm pretty happy where I am.
And Gardner Ross isn't a fiery downward spiral.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you what, Ian. We have a fairly large deal pending that could both put us back on our feet and give you a chance to strut your stuff.
Can you tell me what deal?
Let's just say we're issuing debt on behalf of an airline.
Wow.
Yes, wow. And it's a win-win situation. You're going to be instrumental in structuring the deal, and even if we can't pull ourselves out of this
fiery downward spiral,
you're going to gain more experience that you would get in 10 years of issuing 10-day unsecured commercial papers for an insurance company.
Just because you're a friend of my mother's, this doesn't mean I won't negotiate hard, Adam.
And should we reach an agreement, you'll have to call me Mr. Cunningham.
My mother didn't put you up to this, did she?
Oh, God. Pauline hasn't the slightest idea.
It's a question of strategic placement.
Thank you, but I have no interest in returning to politics.
When the backlash comes, you will be ideally positioned.
I'd rather drink a quart of lye.
Miss Drury.
I'm not finished with you.
I'm Sally Ross.
Yes, of course I know who you are.
I'm a little confused about Algonquin.
I don't know that I can be of any help.
I just need to know what we get in return.
Well, that isn't exactly how it works, Miss Ross.
That's what Adam says, too.
I don't know you. And obviously, you don't understand the proprieties.
Ah, yes, the secret language of cranes. I'll leave the double entendres and insinuations to you and Adam. We will underwrite the deal. I just need to know what we get in return. I've made my call. Are you going to bid? If you don't understand the language, ask Adam.
The only way to deal with Algonquin Air is a high-yield convertible bond issue. That's what I...
The government go for that?
Oh, yeah. Price it with a big enough spread and just give it a big equity kicker.
A junk convertible.
Yeah, unless you can find a way to convince bond buyers that Algonquin Air is going to spontaneously turn itself around after a decade of losses. Do you think the government will throw in any more bailout money?
Hey, they've been trying to get out of Algonquin Air. This provided us with a sterling opportunity.
Get out of the building. Go on.
Wait in my office, Donald. We still have work to do.
You meddling dilettante.
You got a call from Pauline Drury.
You go blundering into a personal tableau.
Personal tableau.
And it could have ruined everything.
Could have, may have, might have, but didn't.
Tomorrow, it will be announced that Gardner Ross is the new fiscal agent for the Maritimes. That should bring us in about $50 million per year. Now, is that enough assurance for you?
I am somewhat reassured by $50 million, yes.
Good. I have my own ways of getting guarantees without sandbagging people on the legislature steps.
What? Pillow talk?
I have hired Ian Farnham for Jack while he's in the slammer. This is Pauline Drury's son.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
So you didn't have to accost Pauline that way.
The trouble with dark sanctuaries and whispering is that no one knows what anyone else is saying. I simply made things clear. You can put our hostage in Jack's office for the time being.
Our hostage?
Pauline Drury's son.
Well, you certainly are a reductionist for an academic.
You know what job Henry Kissinger had before he bombed the hell out of Cambodia? He taught at Harvard.
Don't squirm, or you'll get cut. See? Ain't you gonna beg? You got nothing I want. Comes down to it. I got your life. All you gotta do is stay away from me. You go back to the world. Good deal, huh? Huh? Why you give me a chance? So much as see you tomorrow. I'll kill you.
See, this is Ian Farnham. Mr. Farnham, he's going to be taking over in Jack's absence.
I'll just be moving Jack's stuff.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Oh, I'm sure you don't want all this clutter.
No, really, it's fine. I just leave this till everything gets settled.
Welcome to Gardner Ross.
Thank you.
So why don't you take a couple of days and orient yourself, and then we'll get down to business.
Oh, actually, I'd like to take a look at the Algonquin Air preliminary prospectus if I could.
my sink.
Right now.
This is bullshit. What'd you do, man? Whip it up during your coffee break?
No, we worked on that all night.
Things look different in the daylight, huh?
Can you sell it?
I can sell anything, but I have pride. This is beneath me.
We don't have a choice.
I have about 6 choices, Sally. All at places that won't make me sell dreck like that bond.
Marty. No, that thing stinks worse than one of Jansky's feet.
Tactically, it stinks, yes, but strategically, it could
Chris, what's the
have
difference between strategic and tactical?
Tactical people do what strategic people tell them to.
Oh, so you guys are all like tactical and I'm strategic?
We're all tactical down here.
Yeah, and strategic is what Adam and Sally do.
Go away from me, little boy.
Okay, look, with Jack out of the picture, who's going to hold the strategic balance of power between Sally and Adam? Great. Thank you.
Darby.
What?
What's in it for you?
Oh, just remember me when you get to the top.
Where'd you grab it? You say that to me again, I'll take your head off, and I don't care what they offer.
Who? Who offered?
You gotta be some kind of moron. Fights to be king of the shithole instead of just going back to his castle.
Who paid you off?
Might be big on the inside, but my kids on the outside, they got nothing. I ain't like one of you rich guys who's got a million ways to buy his way out of a problem.
All right. Good luck.
Make sure they take care of my wife and kids. And you can go to hell.
I can't sell this bond.
You said you can sell any bond.
She doesn't understand. You don't understand. Who's the mannequin?
Ian Farnham. He's helping out while Jack is indisposed.
Great.
It's Donald Darby.
Hey, good to meet you, Don.
So what exactly don't I understand?
Yes, I can sell any bond. Once. After that, my reputation's dog-eat-do.
You know, I think the key will be to persuade the market that the bond will remain very liquid throughout its entire term.
You know, you remind me of one of the guitarists from the Rolling Stones. The bland one no one remembers.
I did my time in the bond desk at Goldman Sachs.
Well, tell us, Ian, would you buy this bond?
Hell no, it's too risky. The restructuring plan sucks. No offense.
Look, we all know the bond stinks, all right?
Yeah, it's unsellable.
Well, not for you, sir. I've seen you work. Sell the Japanese before they're awake, the Brits when they want their tea, French at dinner time, and Germans when they're drunk, right?
Whoa, right there, okay, Land? Don't be giving away all this trade secrets there. So, what else?
Make the bond sound overly complex, and tell trainees it's a layup they can't miss. That's how he got me to buy Palofino 30s in '93.
God bless all the little trainees, huh?
So you'll do it?
Whoa, okay, just hold it right there, okay? I don't care how much Scooter shines my knob here. I did not agree to sell this bond.
Gentlemen, if you don't mind.
He's gonna call me Scooter from now on, isn't he?
Yep.
Well, Marty, we'd certainly look on your willingness to sell this bond as a real investment in Gardner Ross.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be a principal.
And a member of the executive committee.
Ben?
Good. Because I have a lot of strategic plans.
Might I suggest that you don't offer a higher than normal commission? Actually, it's only going to be announcing to the floor that you think the issue's dodgy.
I am the floor, and I know it's dodgy, and since I'm not on the executive committee yet, my guys are gonna make out like bandits on this one.
Ah, Mr. Larkin. Nice to have you back in my court.
Your Honor, my client is ready to plead.
From the looks of you, Mr. Larkin, remand wasn't exactly a day at the stock exchange.
I'm a banker.
Beg your pardon?
I'm not a stockbroker.
You forget your station, Mr. Larkin, and you will refer to me as Your Honor. Do you believe being a banker offers special dispensations, Mr. Larkin?
Not guilty.
I haven't asked. And in this court, I'm the boss. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Oh, yeah, I understand.
How do you plead?
I plead not guilty, Your Honor.
Well, we've gone about as far as we're gonna.
How far?
We're gonna end up subscribing about half the bond issue.
It's not as good as we projected.
Well, maybe the airline will turn around.
It's a fairy tale.
All right. Any suggestions? Anybody?
Well, we could always tell people we have a plan for turning the airline around.
So to explain why we're purposely hanging on to a large chunk of the bond.
Lie, you mean?
Another day on Bay Street.
Make the promise. I'm now officially a lying bastard.
Well, I don't think you can claim that from one incident, but I'd have to say there is hope.
Did my son do well today?
You tell me.
You took him hostage.
You inserted a spy. So the question now is, can we hold on to him for a while?
You know what children can be like. They need to think that they are in complete control of their own lives.
It's an illusion we all cling to, Polly.
So what's next?
Damned if I know. That's the last of my criminal career. I don't like the riffraff you have to deal with.
See you at the trial.
Jack! Jack! Come here, Jack! Hey! Jack! Jack, over here! Hey! Woo!
Why? He's still mad at you, even though you say it.
He thinks it's Jack Larkin against everybody else. The last thing he wanted was a favor.